hard as a count goes down in the way already. Hard enough for us to do. Let's breathe, let's breathe, let's breathe, let's break this door before we are through.
There you go. How's it, everybody? And welcome to the Daily Pidgin. My name's Andy Boomatai.
And I'm James Money.
And you are the Hamajang Gang.
And if you guys could please do us a favor, go into the live chat and participate so you can be part of the Hamajang Gang.
That's right. And James's name is very hard to see on that shirt you're wearing today, James.
Oh, I'm on fire.
On fire. What isn't that the instead of lit? Ooh, that's fire.
Yeah.
Oh,
I am.
And you are
Aloha Friday in the flesh.
And on this show, we editorialize news items about Hawaii, right? Mm-hmm. And on this show, we'll be talking a little bit about the Chinatown parole. Yeah, they got the people paroling there because there's some issues. Rental scams, watch out for those. Cal Lee is retiring.
What?
That's right. And I thought I did that specifically because I thought you could do some great commentary on that, being a football aficionado. And the Pearl City standoff didn't end well, but a little excitement early this morning. And a rail update. Oh, excuse me. Skyline. And the stolen, you remember Mary Monarch things? We've been following that. We have an update on that. A little more in depth. So let's do that. But, let's say hi to a few of the Hamajang gang that showed up here today. I'm rewinding so I can say how's it to John Stanton. Aloha, Rick S. from the 9th Island. Rick S. Ellen, mahalo for being here. Mama Sean, aloha, happy Friday. Hey, loving the card. We have a 48 DeSoto sitting in the yard. Oh, do you like that? The video, huh? And if you have a 48 DeSoto, someone's going to car shows. Pualani, aloha no. 2 free days, yay. How's it, Devin? One of our moderationists in the Holly. Mama Sean, cars. Yeah, we got that. Okay, Stephen, how you, my high school buddy? Made it here. Aloha, Andy James, Hammer Jang Gang, Pokoliti. Happy Friday. Aloha no on a Friday. Aloha K Crew and lurkers. K Crew is our code for people who lurk. Right. And we did that because you ever have, you send somebody a really long text message and they answer you with K. Well, guess what? We decided to own it. And there's our moderationist and associate producer, Nani Aloha. Wow, did you guys coordinate the wardrobe today? Not quite. In fact, we never do that. But
It just happens.
It's happenstance.
Yeah.
John Stanton, aloha, John. How are you doing today? Miles coming in from Boston, medium 7 up. There we go. Dana, Barcelona Bonner. How are you, Dana? Thanks for being here, Garrett. Oh, Young, keep up the good work. We are doing our best, Garrett. Thank you.
We're trying.
Darlene S. Aloha, Andy and James. Yeah, there we go. Lyda Ferreira. Aloha, Andy and Fire Guy. Whew, you are fire.
Yeah, I'm lit.
And I'm choking on spit. Doing well, thank you. Yes, John Stanton answering. Okay, I'm fast forwarding to the bottom because the chat is moving quick like a swift. But here's Duncan Akana. Aloha from Gainesville, Georgia, via Aiea.
Hey.
Your Ohana still on Amaua Street in Makaha? No, long time they would move away from there. Okay.
How's it?
There we go. Hey, 43, how you? How's it? And then James and gang right there. Colleen Laughlin, mahalo for being here and showing face. Roger Sasaki, aloha Friday gang, how you? There we go. Gary McCampbell. Oh man, we may have to. Oh, almost at the bottom. Kona Moon, hey, look who's back. Aloha. Everybody. That's a lot of people too, right there. James, like your collar fire shirt. Really nice.
Thank you.
Oh, before we went on the air, we were going to count how many people comment on the. By doing that, I just blew the
punchline?
No, the test.
Well, a bunch have already.
Yeah, so that's the end of that test.
Yeah.
Because now everybody's going to do it just to get on the 300 comments on the shirt.
Yeah, I was thinking Aloha Friday, you gotta go really tourist looking.
Oh, there we go.
I have 2 shirts that are like this tourist looking shirt.
Oh, that's bus driver shirt when you do the Circle Island, yeah.
Or maybe Waikiki, Ala Moana shuttle.
There we go. And Devin says, come see Andy and James live. They'll be performing in Kona Saturday, July 1st at the Kona Elks Lounge. Get your tickets at andybumatai.com.
Yeah,
right?
that's next week Saturday we're performing. So you guys on the Big Island, Hawaii Island.
That's right.
Get your tickets now.
Oh, hey, Scott Rogers, mahalo for being here once again, my friend. Aloha no. Who just came back from false cracking the like button. Oh, thank you so much for doing that, 43.
Looks like we got 2 new people. There's Gina Ignacio and then Leslie Nofuanga Tatoa.
Oh, there we go. Yes, and from Utah.
Yeah.
And if you are new here, we do this thing where if you have an old stomping grounds from Hawaii, maybe you like Spakanais, let me know what it is. We may have a custom-made music video that goes through your old neighborhood. And like we always say, you never know, you might see someone owe you money.
And then now you know where they stay.
And now you know, hey, look, the bugger get new car, but he never pay me.
Oh, he get one e-bike?
E-bike. Duncan Akana, you guys stay awesome. Mahalo nui loa. Appreciate it. All right, now let's go to Chinatown. And by the way, in this video, there's some camera work that I go, look at that shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you got to imagine, most people, they can't make a living like shooting videos, on their own. So they go to work for a station. But every once in a while, you see some work and you go, that brother know what he doing, or sister. You never know, okay? So let's check it out and watch for those shots.
Back on Oahu, Honolulu, police investigating an attempted murder case in Chinatown. And this comes as the community has already been sounding the alarm about a lack of police foot patrols in their community. Christy Tomashiro getting answers on how police are making changes to the Chinatown Task Force program.
Patrolling the streets of Chinatown, the Honolulu Police Chinatown Task Force includes 7 officers working 6-hour shifts 4 times per week if officers sign up for the overtime. But Chinatown residents feel something has changed.
We're getting into some of those shots.
Task Force out lately. There's no consistency.
Chinatown Task Force officers are paid overtime for the foot patrols through a federal grant with
What? I didn't know that. Look at this. See how the sun's going down, and watch how beautiful these shots become.
recent crime in the area, including an apparent shooting Thursday morning.
Huh? Ooh. That's pretty mean. You know you're a videographer when they're talking about crime and people getting shot, and you're going, look at that beautiful picture.
So yes, someone got mugged here, but look at how beautiful the area was.
The background, and they're in perfect focus.
See Honda.
Mahalo for subscribing. See Honda, one of our moderationists.
Yes.
Street and assaults with a metal pipe earlier in the week. Residents feel the foot patrol should not be voluntary.
Without the task force here, we cannot do nothing. And like I said, it's a shame that other people have to come up and patrol the area, which makes it dangerous for everybody all the way around because they're not police officers.
This guy is in head of the neighborhood board for Chinatown.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
With all of the events that were occurring in May, I think they were reallocated to some of those events, and we need to probably relook at that, yeah, when the foot patrols are coming out.
The department tells me majority of the shifts get filled, but Police District 1, which includes Chinatown to Kaka'ako, is planning to have officers work shorter 3 to 4 hour foot patrol shifts as part of a pilot program to supplement the task force. HPD adds the shifts are generally taken by District 1 officers because they're the most familiar with the area's needs.
You know, when you look at this, you can see why they went to blue lights for emergency vehicles. Blue just cuts through. Look how much, and compared to the red over the top left side of it, you see, it just, that almost blends in. It's warm, but the blue, it's like a knife on your
we need to provide the safety. Even if it's a 90-day pilot program, it's a first step.
Now, the City Council approved $400,000 in the city's budget to extend the Chinatown Task Force through summer of next year, and the
I think so, Kevin.
community hopes that money is used properly.
We need them out here to help us. Without their help, we cannot do anything in Chinatown.
This guy is a head of the neighborhood board, but he don't know how to iron one shirt. I gotta give him some tips, brother.
No more iron. He's head of the Chinatown board, but not the ironing board.
Not. No, you know what? I think it was spot on.
Oh, yeah, all right, all right.
I think so. I wouldn't have gone there.
I am on fire.
It's not going to become the gem of Honolulu that we want it to be.
The pilot program is expected to run from July to August. Chrissy
Ellen thinks you match her dream catcher.
Shiro, K22 News, working for Hawaii.
There we go. Yeah. Who's this? Marlena?
Marlena?
Marlena? Is that real Hawaiian? Marlena.
Yeah. Marlena Sirkin?
Yeah, there we go.
Hey, we see you, Miles. Miles got to take off.
He's got to take off.
He's in New York.
Oh. Okay.
Family reunion.
Oh, there we go. Well, hey, mahalo for showing face, brother Miles. Thank you. Okay. And where what?
Aware.
Excuse me, aware. I'm getting closer. For 3 years, she was something else, and now, aloha from Virginia. Hey, Malena, do you have any old stomping grounds here in Hawaii? And the reason we ask is sometimes when people do, we have a custom-made music video for them that we can play. Right? Oh, and I'm sorry. Let me go back over here. That we play for them, you know, so maybe they can spockanize their own neighborhood. Yeah. In fact, who was it? Colleen was saying wahiawa, right? So I think I have a wahiawa right here. This one here. Let's go through wahiawa for Colleen Laughlin. Okay? Yeah. Check this out.
I don't mind to slow down anymore. I don't mind the sound of my shoes on your floor. I don't mind selling out or playing cover songs, just as long as friends and family sing along. And I don't need more money or a faster car, no. Don't need a magazine to call me a superstar, no. I'm gonna take this little house and make a home, and then I'll never have to face my nights alone. 'Cause in my heart I hear you speak, and on my face I feel you breathe next to me. To by land, by air, by sea, and that is how it's supposed to be. Now, and that much I can say now. I'm pulling loaves of bread down from the shelf, and how rare it is that I stay up past 12. In the backyard we are going to start a garden. If that don't sound mighty good, I beg your pardon. 'Cause in my heart I hear you speak, and on my face I feel you breathe next to me. To by land, by air, by sea, and that is how it's supposed to be. Now, and that much I can say now. If they don't love us, we don't need them. Let's find our own brand of freedom. If they don't love us, we don't need them. Let's find our own brand of freedom. I don't mind the slow down anymore. I don't mind the sound of my shoes on your floor anymore.
Okay, a little trip through Wahiawa. And it's always the question, do you say Wahiawa or Wahiawa? Do you know?
I say Wahiawa.
Wahiawa. Yeah. I'm used to saying Wahiawa, and then someone, the pronunciation. Just like Ma'ili, I got to get used to. Wai'anai, Nakuli, Makaha. There's a whole push now to pronounce these things correctly, but hard when you grow up saying, oh, yeah, I'm from Wai'anai.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have another request from Marlena Sirkin to go through Waikiki. Okay, so what I want to do is do my little thing here, and this one, I had one video that showed like it was desolate because it was the pandemic, and then we did another one when they kind of came back, right? So this is the one we're going to show you. Okay, this is a drive right down Kalakaua. I hope that's Waikiki. I know you mentioned a street, but I don't know every street. But this is for you, Marlena.
Today and the world is waiting. Move along to the song, singing in your soul. Feel the beat, clap your hands, let it take control. All you need, all you want, are you ready to find your way?
Waikiki. Spent a little time there in my youth. I tease that I grew up in Waikiki as far as my show business career.
Oh.
Because that I grew up back in the days when, you know, I had opened for the Fabulous Crush, but we'd get a 3-month gig.
Oh, wow.
I know. I mean, if you think about it now, right? Imagine, you know, Franny Kirk calling you up going, hey, how would you like to do this summer in front of the Crush 4 days a week, you know, for 3 months?
I would love that.
Unimaginable nowadays.
Yeah.
I know, yeah. And no, there's no more drive-ins movies. Sorry about that. I forgot who asked, but
Jerry.
Yeah, Jerry. Oh, yeah, Jerry was saying, hey, what, still get drive-in movies. No more like that.
Still get the statue, though.
What happened to the Duke Kahanamoku statue?
Still there.
Duke Kahanamoku statue?
Waikiki Beach on Kalakaua.
Oh, yes, that's right. Yeah. What am I saying?
The one everybody...
Yeah, the one and they all put the lays on
Everybody
it.
get mad because he's facing his back to the ocean.
Yeah. By the way, I looked into that and spoke to Mufi Hanneman, head of the tourist industry and stuff, and said, you know, a lot of the da-da-da. And he goes, you know why? Because we knew people would be taking pictures of it. What would you rather have in the background? The beautiful ocean or the Hyatt?
Yeah.
You know, I went, oh, okay. Plus, he's far enough away from the ocean.
Yeah, he's not on the shoreline at all.
For those who may not be familiar, in Hawaii, the cardinal rule when you're at the beach, no turn your back to the ocean.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, sometimes they get whacked by waves, especially the small kids.
Yeah, Moana like to sneak attack.
I was thinking, who? What? I never see that movie. Okay, we're going to do another video here that we editorialize, and this is a public service announcement because, you know, a lot of times the kupuna are, you know, targeted, but this one is a scam that they're going after everyone. Check this out.
Are you planning to move this summer? You might want to watch out for a new twist on fake rental ads. Roseanne Freitas, Public Relations and Communications Manager of the Better Business Bureau, is here to give us more details about scams and what to look out for. Good morning, Roseanne. Thanks for joining us. Now, when you're moving, you have so many things on your mind. You're stressed out. Sometimes your guard can be down. So what kind of scams are we talking about?
So the new one on this new twist on it is when you go to apply and they want to go ahead and do a credit check on you up front. So they direct you to what looks like a legitimate website. You go ahead and put all of that personal identifiable information in, and then you never hear from them again. And that site actually was part of their scam. So we're starting to see a little bit more of
look
that.
at that. Okay, here. Pro tip, if you ever go to a site and it's this blurry, could be a scam.
Or put on your glasses. That's what I look like when I take off my glasses.
The other thing is also looking for those too good to be true rentals that we see.
Right.
Especially finding those really big homes in Hawaii for $800 a month. We know here that that's just not realistic. However, if you're not from here, you may or may not know that. So always, if it sounds too good to be true, it's going to be a scam, especially when it comes to those rentals.
So how do we avoid becoming a victim?
Just as we always talk a lot about, it's really about ourselves understanding the process and not thinking emotionally, but thinking rationally. And that's really hard when we're moving because there's so much emotion. So when you go look, first of all, look at where you're searching. If you're on Craigslist, you're probably going to want to do a little bit more searching than if you're going to a reputable company that you know that does those listings. So it always comes back to who are we doing business with? Make sure that company is reputable, but also we can start to do a little bit of homework ourselves, and that is those searches. So if you see a house and they have pictures, go ahead and do a reverse image search. And I know a lot of people don't always
How many? I was just going to say, here, let her explain it.
know how to do that. And that's just going to your Google browser, going into the image folder, and you can upload that picture.
So you copy and paste that picture.
Copy and paste it, upload it into that folder, and if it pops up on multiple sites, right there, that's a red flag. It's a fraud. But even if that description pops up on multiple sites, it too can be an indication of fraud. So again, it's back to us doing a little bit more homework, but always know who we're doing business with. And if they won't show you the property and they still want you to do a credit check first, I'd be leery.
Can you imagine somebody, can I see the property? Oh, no, we need money first. Oh, this has got to be legit.
Yeah.
What?
I'm willing to give you my money.
Yeah, I don't care if I have to see it.
Because until I get to see it and say, yes, this is something I'd like to rent, I don't want to give out any of that personal information. So be really careful who you share that with.
Sometimes people ask you to put up money up front even before you've even seen it.
And, you know, I can understand maybe if they're saying a $10, $20 looking fee, but if it's like half month's rent or full month's rent or a significant amount of money, stop. You don't, until you sign a contract, you don't need to pay the money.
Okay, and where can people find more information?
You can always go to our site at bbb.org
Whoa,
and check it around. You'll see so many things.
That's a dyslexic's nightmare.
Yeah.
bbb.org.
And then I'm going to be like, that doesn't sound like a real website. Are you scamming?
They're scamming us. So BBB would be Better Business Bureau.
Yeah.
.org. Got
Well, glad they didn't have. I don't have to spell it out when I go to their site.
At yahoo.com.
From renting places to travel to moving, all sorts of things going on out there. So
Always good to
out.
check. Yep, check with Roseanne first. That's what we always say. Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks, Christine.
Thanks, Roseanne. Okay. Now, Leslie was asking about Kaneohe. Okay. So let's see if we can cue that up. We're doing a few of these. I like that. Right. Okay. This takes us through Kaneohe. And you know what I like about this video? The message on the song is very cool. If you so for those of you who have heard it and gone, oh, I know the Kaneohe. Listen to the words to it because it's kind of cool. This is for you, Leslie.
These bodies can take quite a beating. They make love and heal broken bones and keep you just fine until something inside the size of a speck starts to grow. A friend was a month from his wedding when he was sat down for the news. Then his wife, the nurse, took him over to church and said a prayer to the Savior they knew. And oh, sometimes I wonder if there's a reason life gets so hard. Well, maybe you'll find what holds you together when things try to tear you apart. The wedding was a hell of a party. We all drank and danced all night and watched and smiled when he spun her around and he held her body so tight. The next day his wife took a razor, shaved off every hair on his head, looked at his face and said, I love you just the same, as they wandered swiftly back to bed. Sometimes I wonder if there's a reason life gets so hard. Well, maybe you find what holds you together when things try to tear you apart. And there were pillow talks when they couldn't sleep, and there were tear tracks wiped from their cheeks, fighting for no reason at all, with a helping hand to pick up every fall, till they were sat down in the waiting room after 6 long months had gone by, and they got the news that the cancer reduced and he was gonna be alright. As he started She kissed him on his head. He said he loved her and he was finally cured of any doubts he ever had. But oh, sometimes I wonder if there's a reason life gets so hard. Well, maybe you find what holds you together when things try to tear you apart. Said maybe you find what holds you together when things try to tear you apart.
So what you did, Chad? Come on now. James got the text. Chad Wago texted, oh, the moderators gave me a polite scolding.
Yeah.
What you did? I like, no.
Still love you, Chad.
Yeah, we
love
still
you.
love you, baby. But, you know, comics, it's hard sometimes.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? The words just come out.
Yeah.
Yeah. The words are impactful in this song. I agree. Yes, Darlene. And a lot of people, you know, they hear these songs over and over because, you know, we've been playing them for a couple of years now, right? And, but they, I never really think about listening.
Yeah.
Right?
Hey, Leslie, how long has it been since you've been back home?
Yeah, Leslie, we like, no.
Yeah.
Okay. And that was the Kani Ohe thing, right? So there we go. Okay. So let's editorialize another news item. And this one I did specifically for you because I know you're a big football fan. In fact, you coach.
Yeah.
Right? Talk about that a little bit.
Oh, yeah. I volunteer at Aya High School when I can.
Yeah.
The past few years, I was able to go out more. And it started when my daughter wanted to play football, and her junior year, she went out as the kicker. So she was the kicker for Aya, and because her background is from soccer, so she was able to blast the ball. She could kick 50-yard field goals. Never had the opportunity to do it in a game. The record, I believe, is like 44 yards or something for female.
Yeah.
In Hawaii. So when she left, I decided, that'll be it for me. But the kids keep expecting you to come back.
That does not surprise me.
So every year, I'm like, this is it. This is the last one. And I tell my daughter, who was in college at the time, this is going to be it for me. And then, you know what? There's this kid I was talking to, and he started crying, and we kind of connected. And she goes, oh, Dad, sounds like you signed another 4-year contract.
Oh, no.
So, yeah, I keep going back. And Aya High School is one of those small schools that if any win that they get is a huge accomplishment because they're not, we don't have that many students at our school.
But you know what? You talk about it a lot, and you always mention, the kids. And that's what I love about this news item we're about to show. Cal Lee talks about the impact coaches had on him and why he loves coaching so much. So let's check that out now.
The legendary Cal Lee, who recently announced his retirement from coaching, is scribbled all over the record books as the state's leader in wins and championships with 296 and 19 respectively, attaining those numbers in 27 seasons at the helm of St. Louis School, has stints at Kaiser, Kalani, the University of Hawaii, and even the Arena Football League, totaled more than 5 decades in the profession, serving as a mentor to countless players who went on to college, the National Football League, and beyond. Without a doubt, Coach Cal's decision to leave the sideline marks the end of a remarkable era.
For me, it's been over 50 years. I mean, I've enjoyed every single bit of those years, but you need the energy to giddy up to go, and unfortunately, I'm slowing down a little bit, and I don't want to go out there and not feel
What a
like
great shot. Look at that. Huh? Is that a great shot?
You can pick up on the emotion right there.
Oh, I mean, the focus, Wow.
Giving it 110%.
The victories, the championships, the relationships, just everything that came along the way. I mean, was it so much more than you thought was possible when you got into this profession?
Well, first of
I
all,
thought the guy in the red shirt was, hey, bro, what you doing, boy? That's tradition, right?
Yeah, it started with Bill Parcells. New York Giants.
Oh.
I mean, I really enjoyed the game of football. I loved it. And I tell you why, the reason why you love it is because I had great coaches.
There we go.
Tommy Kalkakui, Pop Warner days, you know, when you're 9, 10.
Think of that. Pop Warner, and it's still right brain tattooed.
Yeah, I still remember my JV coach, who was like maybe 5 feet tall, and I was afraid of.
Yeah, well, Pop Warner, everybody was 4 feet tall.
No, I was still 6'4".
When you go to high school, when you go to college, all those coaches made me love the game so much because the way they coached me.
The young men that you watched grow up under your watch that went on to
another good shot. Look at that handsome bugger.
And the mountains.
Woo!
continue to play football. Some are educators, doctors. What does that mean to you?
I love it when, you know, the kids, they love the game and they know that the game is just the start of their careers in life, and make them work hard for whatever they want to be, whatever they want to do. It's not only on the field, you know, I mean, yeah, you want to win games, but it's the camaraderie that you get playing with other people, the love of the game. I love them. I love
in the rain. Look at that.
Because they make football enjoyable, and I'm just so thrilled that if I can make someone, you know, enjoy the game and strive to be the best they can.
Look, right now he's going, okay, I know nobody in a stadium, but we still gonna give 100%.
Possibly be, I did my job.
Wow, how is that?
Yeah, and some coaches end up being father figures for some kids who maybe come in from broken homes, or there was a kid when my daughter was playing that looked up to me and started calling me dad.
What?
Still to this day, he actually texted me on Father's Day, "Hey, happy Father's Day, Dad." And I, you know, so I asked him how's he going in college. He's going to school in Arizona and looking after these kids, and that's what it's about. It's not so much about winning or losing. It's about that connection and relationship with the people, and trying to get them to become better human beings when they get older. And I high school coach the head coach, is part of a group that started a program called Boys to Men. Yeah. Oh, Boys into Men, which is
because Boys to Men was already taken.
Yeah, some group that won awards or something, but it was to teach kids how to treat women, how to treat girls as they grow up to become men. That, you know, try to make it so that the culture isn't to degrade, you know, like, how's that chick, or looking at her a certain way, or even getting
life lessons on how to live. And that to me is one of the most important things from sports. I mean, even in Wyatt and I remember coaches saying, listen, you're not most likely going on to play NFL. Yeah. But what we're here to teach you is respect. Put it out, get it back. Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah. And that's what it is, try to bring to the kids and teach them, you know, life lessons, and from my experience.
Yeah, and it says, Pualani says, wow, calling you dad was his way of asking for a connection.
Yeah, and I'm so happy the kid's in college and he's thriving.
But you know, my wife, who's a teacher, right, and to be like at the mall and have some, you know, college senior walk up and say, oh, Mrs. Bumatay, I remember when I was in second grade and you helped me with that one thing, and I can't tell you how much it helped. You know, it's just, sometimes it just takes that little ding.
Yeah.
That slight change of direction.
Yeah. And I think I mentioned to you off air where a writing teacher at Leeward Community College got to me, and I was like, I shouldn't be in this writing intensive class, but now I'm a better writer for comedy because of him. So.
And you surprise me often with that.
Once in a while I get lucky.
I know. Well, dude, just earlier today when I went, God, I wish I would have went there. You know it's a good joke when you wish you came up with it. Isn't that it?
That's a lot of times when I watch comedians, I'm like, that was so simple. I should have thought of that.
I should have went there. Chad Walgo just went, I know what you're talking about, guys. right there. Whew. Tap or sasara like button. Yeah, Antilytics and Uncle Algorithm would love it if you did. Mahalo then. Okay. Wow. Let's see. We did all the requests for song things. Yeah. Okay. Well, then let's do another editorialized video. This one a little bit sad, but I followed it from. Because it happened at 4 this morning, and I'm going, hey, late breaking, this thing's happening in Pearl City, and then there was another update and another update, and I think this is pretty much going to be the final update on this one. But I know, wish it would have turned out better.
Final update.
They're shot. Oh my God.
Oh! You hear that?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Live.
Gunfire rings out in Pearl City this morning. That was captured by a neighbor who had police swarming near her home. We want to check back in with Casey Lund live in Pearl City.
Yeah. They send Casey.
Wow.
Casey, here's your bulletproof vest. Go check that out.
With somebody that was there. Casey, what's going on?
Yeah. And they give him a shirt that looks like an EKG just to make sure.
I was thinking backgammon.
Oh, that's good too.
And we'll get to that interview in just a moment, but as we were able to report just about 15 minutes ago that we could confirm through our police sources that suspect had been shot and killed. Those shots you heard rang out in this Pearl City neighborhood around 6:45 this morning. One of the people that was right across the street from that home on Kalau Ipa is Caitlin Wu, who's with us. You live right next to, or adjacent, I should say, across the street from that home. Tell us a little bit about what unfolded, and this started real early, right?
Yeah, at about like 4:45, there was like a bunch of cops outside.
And my husband said, hey, they're shooting guns. Close the drapes.
Nothing really happened until about 6:30, 6:45 when they were smoking out the house and asking the guy to come outside. Yeah.
And then I know at some point the house caught on fire. Can you tell us the extent of that? Where did you see smoke and flames? And then how quickly were the firefighters able to get that under control?
Yeah, they were smoking the house for like 10 minutes and the smoke was like really heavy going down the street. And about after 10 minutes, the side of the house caught on fire. We heard like a big glass shattering sound and then we saw the flames coming from the side of the house. It was contained really quickly, though.
You think the guy set the house on fire as part of his, recalcitrance?
Recalcitrance?
Yeah, purposely bad.
Wow.
Hey, I thought you told me you took writing class.
It never helped my vocabulary. I just knew where simple words should go.
Well, anyway, because sometimes people do that when they barricade. They're trying to, be obstreperous. Anyway.
Whoa. My shirt's on fire, but your vocabulary.
For you and for your neighbors, you did see somebody being wheeled out on a stretcher, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
I want to ask you just a little bit about that home, what you know about the folks that were living.
Oh, Charles, what do you think? Charles says, I think the fire was from them trying to smoke him out.
See, that's what I know from old Western movies, is that they would start the fire so that the bandits or the whatever would come out.
Flush them out like cockroaches.
Yeah.
Wow. Ooh, and they using $10 words.
Oh, I don't know. More than $10, bro.
Oh, yeah. Or you could say hyperbolic.
Oh.
There, you said that they had police before at the home?
Yeah, I think that was even as recent as last week. We saw police over there at that house. When we walk our dogs, we've seen the family in there.
And we always bring gun.
Yeah.
Like a small kid there, and the young gentleman over there.
And your reaction this morning to learning that suspect was shot and killed and all that?
It is really sad too, because I think about the child, and it's still our neighbor. We've all been living on this street for a really long time. Like I said, it's a really kupuna, elderly-based neighborhood. So a lot of us have been living in
old guns. A lot of us have
homes with our grandparents for many years. So we've seen that family around. They're right across the street from us, so for a really long time.
What was the message from HPD when all this was going on? What were police telling you? Were they communicating with neighbors?
I think they were, just for the people who were going outside of their houses, they were yelling to get back inside the house.
Can you minute, you walk outside your house. Hey, get out of here! Yeah, bro, it's my house. Stop yelling at me, bro.
It's my neighborhood. Well, you go.
Yeah.
You go find your house and go inside.
But let me borrow your vest.
I gotta go. My dog gotta make doo-doo.
Yeah. They gotta get me. I get tea leaf in front of my house. How they gonna pass that?
And if you hear anything, to stay away from the windows.
Caitlin, I really appreciate you speaking with us this morning. And again, sorry that you...
Yeah, John, maybe, I hadn't thought about that. The tear gas grenade started the fire.
All this is a really unfortunate situation that unfolded here in your neighborhood. Again, we know that the scene is still relatively active as far as just police still on scene trying to investigate and learn a little bit more about what happened. Reminder, we are reporting that suspect was shot and killed during all this. We were able to confirm that just about 15 minutes ago. Again, those gunshots that so many people in this neighborhood heard happened around 6:45. We got multiple neighbors who sent in viewer video, I should say. So again, we are trying to get more information from HPD. It's a consistent issue trying to get confirmed details about...
Segue. He feels like he's vamping here a little bit, and he don't know how to end.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, come on, man, wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
That is really a public safety issue, especially when it's an active situation. Of course, you need to be careful when there's a barricaded situation to make sure that those officers, the Specialized Services Division, is safe. But many of the neighbors here wanting to know more information about what's unfolding just next door. So we are going to learn more later this morning. HPD has said they'll have a presser at their downtown headquarters later today.
And Darren says, is he going bowling in that shirt? And after this, we're going to play Smoke I'm Backgammon.
Yeah.
Me and James. Oh, seems like stay low is a better advice. Yeah, and by the way, from the earlier versions of this that I watched, right? The guy that they shot came out in the yard with a knife, and they were yelling, drop the knife, and he just charged, and that's why they had to shoot him, right? So, like we said before we went on live, he was probably trying to commit suicide.
Yeah, suicide by police.
Either that or brother thought, okay, I'm completely surrounded by SWAT, but I get my kitchen knife. Watch this!
No, he came out and said, I'm going to show them that I don't mean any harm. I was just cooking.
I was just
cooking, you guys. I was just cooking. Oh.
I was making sashimi.
I made for everybody.
Fastest way to get shot. Yeah, and especially if they're yelling, drop the knife.
Yeah.
But brother had issues, guaranteed.
Yeah. I wonder if like how come it's like so many shots? Like, couldn't you be like, if you're the SWAT? Someone says squat team. The SWAT team.
The squat team.
Yeah. Oh, going max rack.
Oh, what? How much is that? What? 400? Bruh.
Wait, you trying to set one record?
Why you bust out the squat team?
And then the guy runs around with his knife. Hey, somebody do something. We called the wrong team. But you figure after like the third shot, maybe somebody would say, I'm not going to shoot because they already got him.
Oh, okay, wait. Nani just bat phoned me, and I go, Darren Collins from Fresno says aloha. Oh, Devin. Oh, no, yeah. No, Darren Collins from Fresno says aloha. Okay. There, here. Oh, Darren Collins. This is the Darren Collins she's talking about. The bara knife.
Bara knife.
I don't know what of it. Bara. Ooh.
But I don't know that part of Pearl City, but the part of Pearl City I live, I think the neighbors be like, oh, sad what happened to him, but glad that on street parking space when open up.
Oh, that was comedian 101 right there. Okay, who cares about humanity? I'll get one joke.
Yeah. Because some of our houses get four cars in one house.
Yeah.
So
and the thing about it is that was probably one of the grandkids too, because that kind of neighborhood they grow up generationally, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, and Maharishi said he charged cops with a knife and he had to be shot so many times, maybe. And what we were thinking is, how come they don't have those kind of guns that shoot like a rubber bean bag or something like that? Why you gotta take brother out?
Yeah, they kind of like hurts him where he's down. But
look at this. Nani just said, hey, too much death talk. Well, okay, then Let's talk about the rail.
Well, you know what? The police survived, so that's good. They are alive. That's a good thing.
I'm sad for the guy, though. Okay.
I was trying to turn it to life. No more death. We talk about life.
This whole week has been forget humanity. I'll get one joke.
Well, this is a comedy podcast, right? This is the Daily Pidgin.
Listen, Andy, are you working on a motion picture script? Yes, Namaste. I have 4 of them, and we're trying to get one in production. In fact, Tia Carrere, I sent it to her. She likes it, but I'm so busy with this that it's difficult to switch gears and do that. Plus, it's about looking up, finding money and getting the. I have the location. We have everything except the hard part there.
But what we do have is an abundance of Hawaii volcanic water. So
we do. Let's see. I have mine right here.
Yeah. This is the original fire extinguisher for those of you who want to get fire extinguisher gifts for their families and friends.
Yeah.
Go to HawaiiVolcanic.com. Made with from our premium artesian wells.
Right. And I got my camera finally so I can do this. And look at how well it focuses.
That is focused.
Whoa, that's focused. And look. Woo-hoo. You know how long it took me to get that wired? I was blurry for 2 shows. You remember that?
3 days. Yeah, my daughter was even texting me saying, Andy keeps going blurry. I was saying, well, sometimes his mind wanders and his thoughts get a little blurred.
She sounds like my wife. I think your logic is a little blurry. Okay, so now we have another rail update.
Ooh.
Now, you notice I didn't say skyline.
And I'm happy.
Now, here's the, because they're trying to get us to say skyline. But listen to the news announcer. Try to listen if he says skyline when he's talking about this, okay?
The rail is almost here in Honolulu. First leg set to officially open next week, Friday.
And take a look who is on board the train live this morning. Casey Lunn, morning.
Casey, he survived the, and he changed his shirt.
Made
it. He caught the rail to the shooting.
We were just trying to get our train cam, our skyline cam set up, but wasn't able to make it happen. That's okay. We're going to show you that a little bit later. We're still with a lot of things to talk about this morning. I wanted to show you, though, something that's pretty cool, the depth here. The gangways are open. In most rail systems, you don't have that. So we kind of wanted to show you just how far back all those cars go down. John Nochi is with me this morning, the Deputy Director of DTS. John, I want to talk a little bit about rail etiquette. Now that we're on the train, still some things to consider when you're boarding once you're riding, right?
Yeah, I mean, we like to think of it as just practice good elevator etiquette. Anything you wouldn't do on an elevator, don't do on Skyline.
Yeah, like go vertical.
Yeah. I want to go up.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah.
So one of the main things we want to emphasize is when you're waiting to board Skyline, the doors are open. Let the other people out first. Just common courtesy. Let them out first. As soon as they're out, then you may board. There's plenty of time. And when you get into the trains, just move away from the doors. Don't block the doors. And if you got anything to secure, make sure it's ready to go before the train starts moving.
You know, that's one of my pet peeves. You ever see people leave an airplane, they walk straight out, and when they get to right there, they see somebody they know, or they stop and pull out their bag and start looking for their, and it's like, wow, stand on the side.
Yeah.
But,
I want to also talk a little bit about bringing things on the train. So if you're heading to the airport, you can bring luggage. I mean, is there some kind of general common sense limits? What do you want folks to know about bringing things on the train? And animals, bikes, things like that, what's allowed and what's not?
Hey, bro, you can help me move my couch.
If you can get them up the stairs, can.
So we like to refer to that elevator etiquette. Don't bring anything on that you think might be a hazard to other passengers. Don't bring anything excessively large. nothing that could injure.
James, don't bring anything excessively large.
So someone's gonna catch them then.
Somebody, no chemicals, nothing, no hazardous, materials. As for animals, service animals always allowed. If you do have a regular animal, though, it has to be in a carrier that doesn't take up too much space.
Regular animal?
Regular animal, as opposed to, a Great Dane, I guess, or a rhinoceros.
I guess I gotta leave my alligator at home.
No, bring your alligator. That bugger. Oh, he's beautiful. Good fun, feed him.
Yeah, I mean, just common sense etiquette.
I want to also talk a little bit about, as we see some images from previous rides, folks.
And what about my service ostrich?
I tell you what, you bring an alligator or ostrich on the rail, guarantee you find one seat.
Hey, I saw a video of a lady bringing a peacock onto a plane because it was a service animal.
Wow.
And she got away with it.
But taken on the train. We want to know a little bit about that event, the free Ride for Free event. That is 2 o'clock on June 30th, correct? What do you want folks to know about that?
Yeah, Friday, June 30th, Skyline will open all stations at 2 p.m. So you don't need to go. You can go to any station in the Skyline, on the Skyline network at 2 p.m. We expect a lot of people to come out.
Yeah.
Because, that's one thing we know about our Hawaii people. When something new happens, they come out.
Very good, very good. John Nucci with us, Department of Transportation Services Deputy Director.
But you have to have a holo card, right? You can't just walk on. You just have to have a holo, even though they don't charge it.
Yeah. I think free for the first 2 weeks, was it?
First 2 weeks, yeah. And look, Bunnell, and what about werewolves?
Well, it depends on what time of night or month.
Every full moon, they ride for free.
Yeah.
But they got to have a holo card.
I like the service chicken. You say, I just brought my bucket of service chicken from Popeyes.
What about my service pony? Oh, boy, people are going to go crazy. Oh, thanks for the 50 stars, Skipper Sharko. No way, 50 stars? What is that? That's
Facebook.
Facebook. Oh, mean. Thank you, Skipper Sharko. I know it has my name on it, but Aware can get into my account. And we have the best moderators ever.
Ever.
Yeah, okay, sorry.
All right, guys, I'm going to walk all the way down here, check out the rest of the train.
Here he goes. How I going to kill 30 more seconds?
We've got a lot to show you still this morning. We're rewriting until 8 o'clock, so we'll talk a little bit later. Any questions?
How smooth is the ride, Casey? Is it
Doesn't look too
pretty
smooth.
steady?
It's very smooth. So we're pulling up a little bit to a station. Every once in a while you're accelerating, but I'm comfortable enough to stand here, not holding. You should.
Shark row. Okay. I'll practice that, Skipper. Yeah, Skipper, shark row.
No, shack row.
Shack row.
Yeah.
Shack row. There we go. Okay, shack row. There's no R in it. Yeah. Oh, well, there's an R toward the end. Sorry, I'm dyslexic, and I do that a lot, Skipper, so.
Always hold on to something, though. That's definitely what they want you to do. But even when they, in all honesty, even when they pull out or pull up to a station, it's very smooth. And as
it's smooth, he's just drunk.
We've shown you outside the rail station, very quiet pulling up. We were down at Loon Farms. It was driving by. You could really not even hear it. So very smooth ride.
So even with someone with a very strong core, like
how fast is it? Do you know? I think it's like 35 miles an hour.
I think they said
right?
like in the 30s.
Yeah, but which is way faster than stuck in traffic.
Casey himself, you still need to hold on for stability. I know this is probably self-explanatory, Casey. What is the beeping? Is it just any kind of notification?
It's my phone. I'm getting text.
The beeping is letting you know that you're approaching a station or leaving, that the doors are opening. They call out, by the way, they call out the station in Hawaiian and then also the English name of the station.
How cool is that?
Nice.
All the announcements are in Hawaiian and English.
So you'll learn a little bit while you're riding Skyline as well.
Yeah.
I like it, yeah.
I like it. All right. Thanks, Casey.
Keep that core
Yes, Aware, and they can practice.
tight, bud.
I want to take my one wheel on there and see how.
I would love to see that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there we go.
You can see it moving a little bit. The cool thing is it does have the traditional transportation voice that comes on.
There's only one person that does all of it everywhere.
No stop. Oh, that's my stop.
I used to do a bit about that before they got better at it. The airport, it used to be, we'd like to ask the people immediately. They always end with immediately. Hey! Okay.
This sounds important. I wish I knew what they said.
Frank wants to know if the surfboards are allowed on the train. You know what? I think you could get away with the smaller boards, not a long board, as long as you kind of held it, because they're very light. But who cares if you're at the stadium with a surfboard? It's not like it goes to the beach.
Yeah, it doesn't go to the beach. Also, if you end up going on the bus driver will tell you can't bring that on the bus.
Oh.
Then you stuck.
Right?
Go back on and go back where you came.
Duck Draws says, I feel like announcements are still like that sometimes.
Yeah.
No, I sure hear in Duck Draws. Get one new battery. That's my suggestion. Boogie boards, oh yeah, definitely, because they're soft.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's see how we doing on time. Oh, we're right at the top of the hour. We're getting better at this.
Yeah.
Even though I can't say that.
Yeah.
But
we're still getting better at it.
We're getting at better to do.
Yes.
Oh man. Have we been canceled yet?
I don't know, but I'm waiting for that rail to come pick me up.
Bring your surfboard and your alligator.
Okay, not because regular surfboard for me is already on a long board.
12 feet.
Yeah.
I rode a 12-foot board for years. Loved it. Anyway, we're going to do this last update, and I call it an update because in two previous shows, we talked about how the Merry Monarch office on Hawaii Island was robbed, and they stole some of the medallions, some of which harken back quite a few years.
Yeah.
Then they found them. They arrested the two guys, but there was no information on them. On this one, somebody sent a reporter to Hawaii Island to talk to, go where they caught these guys. And there are no surprises in store. So let's check this out.
We're learning more about the two suspects charged in connection with the break-in at the Merry Monarch Festival office in Hilo.
KITV4's Big Island Bureau Chief Jeremy Lee went to the scene where police arrested the two suspects and also spoke with police late this afternoon.
Behind me is a commercial village-style mall known as Wailoa Plaza, and at the very back of it is a shuttered unit, and that's exactly where Hawaii police found the two suspects with the Royal Court medallion replicas that belong to the Merry Monarch Festival. What? Those working at businesses in Wailoa Plaza told KITV4 that in its heyday, this outdoor mini mall looked a lot different back in the 70s and 80s. There's still a bar here, a salon, and other businesses.
Look at, I don't know who the architect was in this particular little mini mall, but it's like they built half houses.
Maybe that's where, when the prisoners are released, they go to the halfway homes.
Oh, man. How's he going to tie prisoners into this? Good job.
Where did he do his voiceover? Sound like he's like in a tank or something.
Really?
Many who spoke to us said that they're surprised.
It is a little cloudy.
Yeah.
Not like our broadcast quality.
Dun, 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 dun.
Somebody would be so brazen as to try to squat here. Police on Tuesday recovered items stolen from the Merry Monarch Festival valued at $2,700, including 8 medallions that were missing. The site manager told KITV4 his wife was especially upset by the theft.
But somebody loves Tasi.
Taisa.
Taisa. Is that how you said?
Well, that's how I spell it.
Oh, really? Is that Samoan?
No.
Taisa. Oh, yeah. What did I say?
You said Tasi. Tasi is Samoan, but
Oh.
Taisa is not.
God, dyslexia. I'm having a dyslexic day. But I think Tasi sounds more. Anyway.
So many others have been. A theft against such a culturally significant community institution as the Merry Monarch Festival.
Yeah, I know, Honda. Only 2,700?
Yeah.
And remember, there's parking in the rear.
I went and checked it out around 9 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday. Well, I seen one guy inside. I guess there was another guy in the back. I didn't get to see him. Kind of
great voice.
Yeah.
Looked at me and walked in the back room, and I'm like, if you're trespassing, you'd think they would try to leave, but they stayed there for like 30 minutes before the cops got here.
You mean they aren't good decision makers?
Well, I mean, I'm looking at their mugshot. They look like they make good decisions.
You know what? With you and I on the side of these guys, we look like a lineup.
There's the 4 of us.
Officer, was the guy with the fire shirt Because the other guy is no more shirt.
No way, bro. They no more shirt. That's the guys.
That's the guy. That guy no more shirt.
Because the first thing on Scrapper do, take off his shirt. Let's go.
But imagine that he got arrested, went there to the whole book, no more shirt.
Yeah, he said, wait a minute.
That's why. No, he stole clothes. Okay. Anyway,
evidence.
Is Amituanai somewhere?
Amituanai, yeah.
That is somewhere.
Yeah.
And the other guy, and what is? And Lul, talk about a dyslexic nightmare.
Yeah.
Iblakas.
Yeah. So maybe Filipino but then Makua is a Hawaiian name.
Dyson. He was named after an appliance, obviously.
Oh.
Officers arrived on scene. They arrested 36-year-old Dason Iblakas of Beach, Oahu, and 30-year-old.
How well do you think he'll say the last name?
He might, because they use the N instead of the G.
Yeah.
So the G is where people get messed up. I think he should be able to say that.
Okay, let's see.
Makua Amituanai of Pahoa. Both were inside the vacant business unit.
The building which they were observed trespassing in, we issued a search warrant for that building. We recovered the stolen Mary Monarch items.
Is this guy slightly blurry, or am I just being overcritical?
He could be like he's exhausted, he's tired, so he's moving like. So the camera can't keep up with
which
him.
included 8 of the stolen medals, the Royal Court medals.
But he found the medals.
Oh, the main thing.
We recovered electronics as well as some clothing items.
Clothing items
that they weren't wearing.
Evidently, no more shirts in those clothing items.
Still processing those items, and once it's done processing, we'll make arrangements to have those items returned.
The Merry Monarch Festival put out a statement thanking the...
Is that where they hold the Merry Monarch?
I hope not.
Remember that we used to be in that tennis stadium?
Maybe that's it.
That's what I'm saying. It looked like.
Public for their assistance in recovering the stolen items. Even a laptop and their point-of-sale devices were stolen.
Maybe it's a beauty filter. So he looked more smooth.
As for the 2 suspects, police told KITV4 that neither has yet bailed out. Reporting from Hilo, Jeremy Lee, KITV4 Island News.
And why they send me Hilo to Cavaris? Yeah. We must have discretionary funds.
They wanted to know these brothers' names.
Yeah, look at this. I don't know what Foundation Man said, but it made Devin laugh. Let's see if we can go back.
I did. Beauty filter.
Where?
The beauty
Oh,
filter.
the beauty filter.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was funny. Yeah. Add bars to the windows.
Yeah, hopefully this time they do, or at least some kind of cage thing. Secure.
Bars are better than jealousies?
Well, you know.
Look, watch him think.
So when this is where the politician comes out. Yeah, see, so to be envious of other people's items is not a good thing, but you know, when you had a rough day, you go to the bars. I'm not promoting drinking, but sometimes they, you know, help.
Yeah, but you know, drinking does promote jealousies. Oh, we brought it home
all the way around.
We stretched big time, but we brought it home. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Anyway, folks, that's our show. We hope you appreciated it. Thank you to all the new people. And if you happen to be watching on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button. Okay, fast crack that bugger, because we're trying to reach 30,000 and we're so close. Okay, and it's not about the number, it's about reaching more migrated Hawaiians. Yes. And when you have a bigger number, YouTube promotes it better. Yeah. But also, thank you to the people watching on Twitch, on Facebook, on Kick, on LinkedIn, on Twitter. Yep. We simulblast on a number of different platforms. So, mahalo. And a special thanks to our moderationists.
Nani Aloha, C Honda, Aware, and Devin with the crinkly hat.
The crinkly paper hat that she still wears from when she was a trainee.
And don't forget, we'll be July 1st, Andy and I will be performing at the Kona Elks Lodge. Get your tickets now at andybumatai.com. This one show as we kick off the Daily Pidgin Roadshow.
Yeah, and after that, we take the roadshow to
Washington, in Renton, Washington, Carco Theater. That'll be Andy Bumatai, myself, James Mane, special guest Augie T, and an awesome MC, Mad Statter, from Statter with Chatter on YouTube and Twitch.
Who lives within striking distance of Renton. So, ooh,
and we'll be doing 2 shows, so get your tickets, andyboomatai.com. Make sure you check which show you're getting tickets for, the first show or the second show.
Exactly. And we always like to do a little shout out for Kimura General Store, who doesn't pay us money, but this blows my mind. They're on the Hawaii Island in Hilo, which is the other side of where we're performing, but they include us in their radio ads just because they're fans of local comedy.
Thank
How's
you.
that mean, you buggers? All right, there we go. That's our show. Thanks, O'Hara, and C. Honda saying August 19th, Renton, Washington. Mahalo nui loa, and there's another come see Andy. And the reason I put these up there is when any of the moderators post something and it's a link, it's hot.
Hot links.
That's right. Drop it like it's hot.
Happy Aloha Friday, ladies and gentlemen.
And we'll see you Monday. We're on every weekday at 3 p.m. You have been warned. Oh, look, the cop, the Hammer Jang Gang cop. Thanks. All right, we're going to hit the button. Mahalo nui loa for following and for joining us here. My name's Andy Bumatai.
And I'm James Mane.
And you are the Hammer Jang Gang. All together now.